Your audience can't buy from you if they don't know what you stand for. Today, let's make that clear. Welcome once again. This is a day 14 of the 30-day SME Growth Master Challenge. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're new to the challenge, make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss the upcoming videos that we're bringing to you. And also, please feel free to watch the rest of the challenge from day 1 to date so that you can catch up and you can take all these insights and grow your business. Okay, again, please let me encourage you to download the 30-day SME Growth Action Plan. You definitely need this tool, which is a simple plug and play tool that you're going to use to create your own growth framework. Now, this is the moment where your business goes from just another brand to a business that people notice. Okay, so this far, you've identified your target audience. You've also uncovered what their pain points are and also crafted your own very unique value proposition. Again, so far you have also done and created your own elevator pitch, which is a 10-second pitch that we discussed earlier, and also your story. Now, the next thing that you ought to be doing now is to publish your very first positioning post. Now, in order to do this, then you need a very simple structure that you can use. Now, we always give the people that come to our coaching this particular structure, and today's challenge is based primarily on this structure. Make sure that you follow through, take notes, and also create your very own first positioning post. Remember, the way you position yourself is exactly the way that your audience or your prospective customers are going to view you. And if they can connect with the way you position yourself as a brand, as a business, a product or a service, then you are bound to then have those particular leads and then close the sales. At the end of the day, we have to be selling because this is where your income is going to come from. Now, the first thing in that particular structure is the hook. Now, in the hook, share a very bold statement or a question about the problem that your audience are facing. Now, the reason for doing this is so that you create the attention. Now, imagine someone scrolling on social media. What makes them pause? What makes them stop and want to view your post is because you have that hook in place that speaks to them. So this hook must be very bold, either in the form of a question or in a form of a bold statement. And then the next thing, which is number 2 in the structure of your post, is going to be the insight. Now, in the insight, you are sharing a perspective on exactly why you think this problem exists or why it is ignored. Now, in doing so, you are showing them that you know about this problem, one, and secondly, you have had experiences about them. Now, your insight or your perspective as far as this particular issue is concerned can be the one that bridges the gap between you and the people that you're speaking to. They need to know exactly that you've encountered it, or you have helped someone, or you know certain specifics, particulars that concern that particular issue. So in so doing, you have information that you're giving to them. This information, obviously, you're giving for free. And if you're doing so, you are trying to build the trust that must exist for you to eventually help these people come aboard and become your customers. And then the third item is the value. Now, in that, you are saying, this is the unique way in which you propose to solve the problem. Now, you have to focus on the uniqueness of your solution. The more unique a solution, the better you are at convincing them that the solution that you're bringing forth is a solution that will work. And again, the more unique the solution means that this gives you an opportunity to even, in other cases, charge a premium price. You will find that a lot of businesses that sell a product or a service that has a premium price, often the brand is unique in the sense that there is nothing that competes with it in terms of that. For instance, it could be solving almost the same problem, but the way the value is articulated, the way the value is presented, or the way the solution then is put in place, and how unique it is, makes it easy for a business to charge that premium price. And people will often part with money because now they believe that the uniqueness of it means that they'll get the utmost value from it. So always make sure that you are unique as possible in your solution. And then the fourth item, which is your last, is your call to action. Now, in the call to action, you invite them to engage with you, to comment. You invite them to bring other issues or to engage in such a way that they let you know exactly what their thoughts are, what they are feeling concerning that particular post. What you want to do is connect with them. If you're connecting with them, then you can now lead them still in that call to action for them to download either a resource that you are giving out and so forth. Just like in this particular video, we want you to download the 30-day action plan. Why? Because of the value that it brings to your organization, the value that it will bring as far as giving you the growth that you are looking for. So make sure to download the 30-day growth action plan. Now, one thing to remember in this structure as you're going through this particular exercise is that clarity is more important than cleverness. This is not the time to appear clever and so forth. You want to prove to the market or to your audience that you've got brain power and so forth. No. What you want to do is you want to be as clear as possible in articulating your position as a business. Now, once you have done this, then you need to really focus on making sure that you post it today. When I say today, I mean exactly after this particular video. After watching it, draft it, follow this structure, and then post. Because your audience is waiting to hear from you. They are not waiting to hear from a perfect version of you. Often a lot of times, people or businesses are making this mistake where you want to perfect things to the point where there is no blemish in your post. However, this is not possible. Remember, you're still a novice and you want to gain experience. And in doing so, experience is what will make you perfect the craft and then grow. And in any case, there's nothing as being perfect on social media because whatever you craft is only for a particular niche. It only appeals to a certain body of people and not to everyone. So perfection is almost practically impossible. So make sure that you post it today. Your audience is waiting to hear from you. Now, once you're done packaging your particular course, then publish it on LinkedIn. It could be on Facebook, even on Instagram. You want to make sure that it is out there so that you can get feedback from your audience. It is this feedback that is going to tell you exactly which direction you need to head in. It is this feedback that will tell you also whether you're on the money or not, or whether you need to change your post or not. The comments, the engagement itself, and the downloads that you'll get from that free resource will tell you whether your posts are winning or they are not. Okay, so please do this exercise today. Thank you so much for watching day 40. It has been a pleasure going with you in this journey this far. I hope that will continue. Don't forget to download the 30-day growth action plan if you have not yet downloaded it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on day 15. Something amazing is coming your way. Please stay tuned. Bye.